Still muted? Oh, no, there I am.
Nope, here we go. You can hear them in my mic right now.
It's about to get a few more out. Get out of the system, you know?
All right, so everybody now has volume.
Yes.
Yes, can everybody hear everybody?
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, we good?
Yeah.
All right, we made sure we put the most attractive man up front.
Yes.
That's Keith. That's Brennan.
Less attractive.
Still attractive, just not as.
And then I'm in the back for, I've got a face for radio. It's what I've been told by a few friends recently.
Hell yeah.
So, hey, Facebook, welcome in. Facebook Live here, live sessions at the Underground. I'm Kyle Lindsey. We got Keith. We got Brennan. 2/3 of the cinema story.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we're going to have a few questions for you guys. And then, Keith, we only do acoustic, sorry. So only a guitar.
I told him to play guitar too, but he's just going to hum.
Yeah, he decided to ask the drummer to play guitar.
Can you play guitar?
I can.
Oh, well.
So you've done it at acoustic shows before.
Yeah, at an acoustic show that we blew at.
No.
That was pretty good.
Thank you.
But
Andrew sucked, though.
detective man that ain't here.
Always.
Yeah, that's right. Sorry, man. Hey,
He actually hates
you had to go to your kids' thing, right? That's
Yeah.
apparently more important. I'm kidding. It absolutely is.
It absolutely isn't. FYI, kids are not important.
Okay. So this is episode 2. Hopefully not the last. I'm afraid we might get canceled after this one. So, yeah. Thank you guys for being here.
You're welcome.
We moved things to the studio this time. We had Alan over here coming in, taking his own time to help us set this up.
Hey, Alan.
So thank you,
Alan.
bud. We literally wouldn't have figured this out without you. So,
Brains.
again, thank you. And again, it's sponsored by Park Hills Underground. They're letting us use the studio. We can be on the stage. We could be sitting at the bar if we wanted to do this. And, thank you, Jason, and everybody else that's allowing us to do this. We had a lot of fun. Last episode, we had Michael Watson. It was a nice interview, and he had a hell of a performance at the end. So
Guy. I hate that I have to follow that.
it was a big one to start, I think.
You know?
But yeah, you guys are taking your time out of your day, your weekend to be here, and so thank you for that.
You're welcome.
So I guess I'm just going to go ahead and ask you a few questions.
Yeah, let's do it.
Absolutely.
So guys, just tell us, who are you? How old are you? Why,
Why do you want to know my age?
I got to make sure you're legal before I say certain things.
Well, I'm not one to follow the law.
He actually wasn't when we met him, I don't think.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I was actually illegal when we met.
He was. But
We can buy you a drink now, though, right?
he's straight edge.
I'm straight.
I'm not saying we're going to buy you one. Like, I'm not
But
spending
yeah,
money
if you
on
wanted
you.
to.
If you
yeah.
wanted
Okay.
to,
I mean, but to be fair, you could, if you wanted to, you can buy anybody.
well,
That's true.
I'm not going to admit on the air a stranger giving me alcohol, but I will say that I have hey mistered quite a few in my day.
I was actually telling a story about a hey mister stuff from way back in the day. We're not going to go there, though.
Trick or treat.
So, all right, we'll move on from how old you are.
That's the one that. What else did you say in that? Sorry.
No, I was just like, who are you? What do you, what do you do? Like, what? Other than music, we're gonna get into the music, but
Okay.
what do you guys do outside? What's your life like?
So I got 2 kids and a wife, so there's most of my life.
Yeah.
The other one is I'm married to T-Mobile. So that's the other one, but that takes up, the parts that aren't filled with. I also do a podcast, Pop Punk Pizza Party Podcast.
Yeah, I was actually gonna ask you about that here in a
That guy
bit.
over there is in it. Kyle has been on there a few times. So.
Yeah, it's been a fun time so far. Every
Yeah.
time.
So busy all the time. I am.
Sounds like it.
So. Yeah.
So that'll lead into another question here in a bit. But so Brendan, like, what do you do, man?
I'd like to know this too.
No, I'm actually a pretty normal dude outside of here. So I'm 27 right now. All right.
There we go. There's the answer to that question.
That's it. I'm just 27.
Cool.
No, I work full-time job just like he does and everybody else in the world. In my free time, I'm a software and hardware engineer, and I have a side business where I develop MIDI and electronic instrument products.
Well, why don't you go ahead and plug that name right now?
This is so much cooler.
Because all but one of my socials were hacked in August of 21.
Yeah, they sure were.
Yeah.
Well, you still have a business name, right?
Dane Audio Products.
Dane Audio Products.
I have an Instagram still. They didn't get that.
Okay. Is it still Dane Audio?
It is.
Products?
The Facebook turned to something else that I don't know how to pronounce.
Yeah, it's not yours anymore.
It's not mine anymore, but that's where that's what I do in a lot of my free time. And when I'm not doing that, I am just chilling with my girlfriend, my 6 cats, making bad money at my job. And when I'm not doing that, I'm enjoying the silence and freedom and quietness and peacefulness that is having no kids. And it's going to stay that way.
6 cats, though, huh?
6 cats, yeah.
Like, is that real, or are you just...
6 cats, yeah.
It's like 3 kids.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's the equivalent of 3 kids.
Domino, Bucky, Kiko, Mishi, Kim, and Patches.
Okay, I actually believe him now.
Yeah.
Yes.
I do.
Yes.
So, all right, we got that. So, and you mentioned the podcast. It's Pop Punk Pizza Party Podcast. It's you, Chris Dunlap, and Justin Williams.
JSTN.
JSTN.
How dare you, Adam?
Mick Williams. He's going to be Mick mad at that.
Is Todd an official member back into the podcast or no?
Todd is going to be back next week, I think. So maybe the week after. I don't
Okay.
remember. But yeah, he's
Good.
in the office with us.
Keep talking to your microphone a little bit.
Also, Justin's going to be mad that we said his name Justin and not JST.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, hey, JSTN, that's my bad, buddy.
How
that's
dare
all on
you.
me. I should know better at this
Sorry.
point.
In the words of Greta Thunberg, how dare you?
All right. So, how many episodes you guys on now?
24, I think.
I think it's 24.
I think we just released 24. Well, we will release 24, I think, Monday.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Cool.
Been on since, the end of September? I think we missed 1 week. I was in the hospital. And, They
Yeah.
wouldn't let me bring the podcast stuff in. So we had to take that week off,
Yeah, okay. I mean, it makes sense, though.
I guess.
All right, so quick question that has literally nothing to do with music. If there was one food that you had to eat for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Oh, man. Are we talking like the entree?
I don't mean whatever. I mean,
Whatever
you
it
could
is.
say it's grits if you wanted to. I don't know why you would, but you
No,
could.
I don't think I'm going to go with that one.
A modified beef enchilada.
I'm not going to ask. I'm just not even. It's modified beef enchilada. We're going to leave it
Yeah.
at that.
I don't know. I think like a lasagna. I think I could eat lasagna forever.
Ooh.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, and there's a lot of things you can do with lasagna,
Yeah.
believe it or not.
You can
Little
boof
green
it.
olives in that. Yeah, you could do that too, but throw some green olives in the lasagna. That's real good.
Oh my god! I think I just saw somebody post something like, "Who would put green olives in a lasagna?"
Oh, that would be me.
That was you.
I don't know, but
You would be the one that would do
Oh
it.
yeah, I put
That
it in
sounds
everything.
good. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, they're so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if I had to pick one, it's gonna have to be chicken and dumplings.
So that crossed my mind. But then I was like, Chris is gonna death stare me every time I say I like chicken and dumplings.
Chris, your next pizza is chicken and dumplings pizza.
Do it, please.
The
cool.
the red
No,
sauce
no.
the red sauce is substituted with gravy.
Great.
With gravy.
Gravy.
That's French.
You have a gravy boat.
I think that'd be good too, though. I'd be down.
Yeah, I like
Chicken
that.
or no chicken? Dumplings.
The dumpling, yeah, no.
It doesn't
they're,
get more
they're
American.
definitely not good for you, and
No,
but
not at all. But
that's why
lasagna-
they're good,
I
right?
mean, I picked lasagna.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true.
If we're talking on a food spectrum, the
We're
better
always
taste.
talking on a spectrum.
Yeah.
Oh, I can mention a spectrum. Okay.
One color spectrums.
Yeah, there you go. The better the taste, the worse it is for you.
I agree. Absolutely. That's why McDonald's is up there for me. I don't know why. It's disgusting. I get it, but
The breakfast, best breakfast.
yeah, I'm
Oh.
there way too often. And that's why I go to the gym so much, because I eat way too much McDonald's.
Hell yeah.
No one ever thinks that the breakfast is the best breakfast.
My lady and I think it's amazing
Have
breakfast.
you ever had breakfast anywhere else?
Yes, I have.
Anywhere else.
We had Factory Diner today.
Okay, but like, I mean, even fast food, like you got Taco Bell, you got White Castle.
All of those
Wendy's.
are worse.
I've had White Castle's breakfast once,
They had breakfast?
and it was actually freaking good.
It's so good.
It is really
so
good.
Man, real.
We're gonna have to have a food podcast and just talk about food forever. But we're gonna have to move on from the food question. We are actually gonna get into
Why?
to the music stuff. Well, we want to keep it to a certain length here.
All right. We can sign off on that.
Yeah,
Thanks, bro.
I got your back.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's
Appreciate
really
it.
nice of you.
Yeah.
So, first music question. This is the second coming of the cinema story.
It could be the third.
So,
We can make it the third.
The second that I'm aware of.
Oh, okay.
kind of. Brendan said we never broke up. We were just on hiatus.
That makes sense.
But yeah, he just didn't want us to see other people. You know?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it is basically we're I think before or through COVID, we kind of a lot of stuff happened to all three of us really, just in different ways, and we just didn't have the time essentially, and it was weird because in 2020 we had a lot of time, but it's just kind of the way things went that we just weren't able to. Then we got our Facebook hacked, and Brennan was gone from social media, and we're like, hey, I think we're just not playing right now.
Yeah, because my personal account was also hacked.
And then I guess, well, Andrew and I have been playing like back, a little bit. Gonna start up some new projects. Hadn't really done it, and then I think one day I was just like, hey guys, let's play some shows. Or before that, I was like, why don't we release this because we're sitting on so much stuff.
Yeah.
And they both agreed, and then same thing with the shows, and then he didn't want to play a show first, so that's why Andrew and I were like, we're going to play them. And we did
Okay.
an acoustic one that one day.
Yeah, what was the most acoustic show?
Yeah.
Yes.
And now
In the comments.
we're back.
You got a question in the comments.
Oh, hey, read it off for me if you can.
You wanna get in
You're
there?
gonna have to repeat this. How is a software engineer to hack it?
Yeah, so the question in the comments, it's actually a good one. How is a software engineer so vulnerable to being hacked?
It's a good question. I don't know if I can answer that, but I don't know.
Bad passwords?
Bad passwords.
Honestly, it could have been the FBI shutting down his page.
Yeah.
And then we were just collateral damage. That's possible. But
And
yeah.
who asked that? Do you know?
But we're,
Nice, Chris. Nice.
Yeah, we're back, and we've got an EP probably coming in the next few months.
Yeah, we're
We're
back.
gonna release.
But our
That is
Facebook is
awesome.
We have a new one now, yeah.
A new
and
Facebook.
Then,
Hey,
and then it's been 10 years since Straight On to Warning, so there is a re-release coming in October,
Re-release where
along with a re-release show
we have done all the
right here.
recording, the producing, everything ourselves.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of work going into it. So a lot of time, a lot of heart.
Well, what's funny is we planned on doing it for the 5-year re-release, and then now we're in fucking 10 years.
Everything was recorded. 99% of the remake of the album was recorded in 2019.
Wow.
Yeah.
Our demos, which we're sitting on damn near 20 unreleased demos of new songs, were 5 years old. Yes.
Nice.
So everything you're gonna hear is old, but
It's a new
I think
old.
it's really it's old, but it's something we would also just sit down and write right now too.
Right.
So I'm really excited to get that out though. Single should be coming soon. Jefferson is going to be on there. We released that a while back when we weren't really doing anything, so it didn't get its proper promotion. But that one's on there, and I think 5 other ones, 4 or 5 other ones.
On the new EP, I'm sorry?
The summer EP. That's what we're calling it.
The summer EP.
6.
Yeah,
I
we're
think
real
there's going to be
creative on that.
6 on there.
Sometimes
6
simple's the
total.
best.
Yeah.
Well, there's sort of, I won't call it a concept, like, a concept album or anything, but Summer EP is going to be our songs that have a more upbeat, happier mood to them. Whereas, I don't know if we can talk about the next one. after that.
So we got some. There was a minute where we wrote some heavier stuff.
Yes.
And that's all in there too. So, and it didn't really fit for a full album once you split it right down the middle. So we were like, Brennan and I were just like, hey, let's do a light side and a dark side, essentially. So summer and winter, maybe. I don't know what.
Like Nelly's sweatsuit, just a double release.
Yeah,
I don't know what that
something like
means. I don't know what that means.
But so that's, I don't know when that's happening, but because we're going to do the summer, then we're going to do our album re-release. And
Okay.
then
Eventually,
But you've got
And we've
plenty of stuff coming up in the
Yeah.
upcoming months,
And
year.
then we've got we're started writing again. So I mean we're gonna be pumping them out.
Awesome.
in the next 365-ish days, I would say we probably can do 3 record releases if everything goes to plan.
That's pretty cool.
Unless there's another COVID pandemic.
Well,
Yeah.
I think we'll be fine, to be
Which we
honest
took what
with you.
3 years between our first and second release. So I think we're making pretty good.
No, we released a volume 1 of our cover album, and
Oh yeah.
that was
When's that
before.
coming? This
What was
volume
fun.
2 needs to happen.
Yeah, it needs to happen.
That's a lot of fun.
Yeah, but that's another example that happened before COVID, I think, and
Yeah.
then COVID happened, and there's no volume 2.
So, and you guys mentioned like when COVID happened, there was, things just didn't work out, and there was, a lot of downtime just in general with the world. But, you mentioned you got a family, you got 6 cats, and you both have jobs. How do you fit everything in? How do you balance everything together?
Schedules. I have a-
Do you do that? Because you
Yeah,
were you were late.
He was late.
I have a weekly planner that I fill out every Sunday.
So I think
But did it say be there at the underground at 4:35?
Yes.
the thing we
It's on my
did
pocket.
before,
It's on
we
my-
always had dedicated practice days, so that really
Yep.
was the only way we did it. And if Andrew bailed, Brennan and I would write.
You just
Okay.
demo or record.
Yeah. So basically, that's how we got through it.
Just
You know, so, yeah, we
scheduling
just schedule
and
it.
sticking to
Just
it.
like this is Cinema Story Night, and that's it.
And that's a big key factor with just time management and planning in general is just when you have things that you need or want to get done in the week, you need to say this time of the day is going to be for this, and it has to be this. And if I can't do it, then there needs to be another part in the week where it needs to happen.
Furiously taking notes on time management.
Oh, got to take him
But
from.
I
Cinema
wrote
Story Day,
3 scribbles.
Oh,
There you
you
go.
I got it. You got
your
it.
whole week, 3 scribbles.
That's right, man.
Hell yeah.
Sometimes that's all it takes.
But yeah, that's how we kind of kept it together and
Okay.
kept the routine essentially.
The routine time management. I'll take a lesson in it at some point.
Yeah.
So inspiration. It's the easy, low-hanging fruit question to ask any musician, but I think it's a crucial question to ask to find out, how you guys got to where you did, what inspired you to get into music in the first place. So if you could,
Yeah.
let us know.
You want to go first?
No, you're the low-hanging fruit of the band. So
Okay. So I mean, as far as just inspiration, I think we all bring our own, and I think that's helped a lot. Just you can see it where just listening to our albums and stuff like that. Everybody brings their own pieces, right? Inspiration, obviously, Newfound Glory is my top inspiration, but
Yeah, you
But
mentioned
I
that on the
think-
podcast a few times.
yeah, I think big. Like I learned how to play guitar from Second and Serenade. So like my guitar playing in like the first album or so, it's like real acoustic, even though I'm an electric.
Okay.
So I think that's big because I was big in like full chords and things like that. I think musically that's a big one. Rookie of the Year. That's one I wanted to that's the direction I started heading in. It was like electric where I play acoustic up front and then it just kind of comes together. Didn't work out because I really like playing pop punk style music. But there's tons. Drive-through days, emos, emo bands, Get Up Kids, Saves the Day, shit like that. Really inspiring, and that's my inspirations essentially, and just watching. So we were blessed here being young kids and being able to watch all the local bands and some of the big bands here, and that really I was like, man, that's cool. But I think that number one was So They Say. Like, they were from St. Louis. They signed to Fearless and things like that. And, man, just watching them, and I was like, man, I could do that.
Yeah.
And then, that was pretty much it. And then I was like, I got to do this. This is fun.
Yeah.
So, and, that's mine.
Okay. Brennan.
that's cool.
Brennan's is all Japanese bands.
Yeah, I'm big in Japan too.
You're big in Japan.
No.
No? Just getting
Here we go.
No,
All
I'm just
right.
getting coffee. No, let's see. Now, just inspiration as far as my current songwriting, or just like my story on like what got me into wanting
That's
to be in
a
a band.
different question coming up. But like
What got me into
growing up, what made you go, man, I want to get into music?
Well, not relative to more modern music, but when I was a kid, my two favorite bands in the world were Rush and Led Zeppelin. Rush was my very first concert in 2004 at KC95's, I think, 30th anniversary.
I don't remember what I had for breakfast. That's
He
crazy.
was like 6 years old.
I was living in St. Charles then, and I don't know why I said this, but my father said, hey, we got tickets to go see Rush since you like them so much. And the first question that came out of my mouth was, I saw Rush? Like, I already did it. And I don't know what made me say that. Like, I saw Rush? And he's like, no, you're going to see Rush at Verizon Wireless Amphitheater. Then it was UMB Bank Pavilion. But it was, we left in the middle of the show, but Neil Peart was my favorite drummer at the time. As generic of a favorite drummer as that is, because every drummer in the area says Neil Peart.
Well, I mean,
Warranted,
he's
right? That
he's
is
one of the best, right? Like,
He's a very technical drummer. I'm
Yeah.
not saying like he's not good at all. He's incredibly good, and I always banged on pillows to act as drum. I gotta reword it that day. No, I always pretended that pillows were drums, and I would use like spoons and silverwares to bang. God. I'm getting ready to walk out here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm getting ready to walk out, and my parents took note of that, and on a more less technical note, I really enjoyed listening to Led Zeppelin as a kid, and at the time I started listening to them at age 7 and listened to as much of their discography as possible. That's when I kind of got an idea that drums were my thing, and then by the second grade, when I listened to more modern things, like more alternative rock and things that were playing at the last of MTV's days while they were playing music.
yeah, when that was actually a thing.
Yeah, Top 20 Countdown, T-minus Rock, and, that's where I discovered a lot of, there's modern music out there, and that's where I discovered, stuff that's played on the radio every day. It's from System of a Down to AFI to The Used
Yes.
to all sorts of different things. And I was, at the time, I was still doing my pillow drum thing, and I was that's when my parents really took note and like, man, we gotta get this guy a drum set. And
So your parents like super encouraged you to keep playing.
yes, I grew up in a house of music in the context of just they're always going to concerts. We would always go to Point Fest. We would always go to this show, and I was one of 4 in the house, and all 6 of us like would just go to the Point Fest. We would go to the Ozfest, and we would go to these concerts, and we were very heavily exposed to different genres, but rock and metal really stuck to me. And then when I got my drum set, everything kind of took off there. I played so many hours during the week, and eventually when I got to the age where I could start working, that's when I decided, okay, I want to really start getting better equipment. And then by that time I joined the Cinema Story when I started saving up enough to buy my own equipment. And when we first recorded our debut album, Straight On Till Morning, in 2014, when I noticed the producer working on the music, and just the whole experience from sitting behind the drum set when it was all mic'd up to having the headphones on and hearing my recording back to me and just getting ready to record. I hear the metronome playing and I'm getting ready to record our songs. And that process, if it wasn't for that, I would not have gotten into producing myself. And
Welcome.
yeah, hey, thanks. I was about to call you something, but I can't say it. But,
Thank you.
Great guy.
I
But that-
appreciate that.
But that made me really get into, okay, what can I get my hands on to help me write my own music and record my own music without, right? I don't want to be the next Story So Far. I don't want to be the next,
Great man.
I don't want to be the next All Time Low or Newfound Glory or
Great
the
bands.
Used or anything like that. I want to be
Really
the
good.
first Brendan Dane. I want to be the first Cinema Story, right?
Right.
Instead of fitting in, how about you be yourself? It's okay to have influence from others, but don't just be another carbon
Yeah,
copy.
just don't copy them.
That's just the same thing that you've been hearing for the last X amount of years on either the radio or, if you go to a metal festival, you just hear another pop punk band, just super fast lyrics. Every song's a minute and a half long and same lyrics. And, so that, what got me into doing that was just getting more into experimental genres like industrial. And, industrial is probably, in my opinion, the most experimental. Because
I would agree.
Every album by an industrial band can just be completely different. Just because
from one song to the next.
Yes, from anywhere from Nine Inch Nails to Pigface to Depeche Mode, anywhere. It's just every song, every album can be different because of the technology that you expose yourself to incorporate into your songwriting. And when I got into more experimental stuff, that's what really got me into saying, yeah, I really want to do this as close to full time as I possibly can. Whether if it has to be in just one band, a solo project, or multiple bands, or it's just session drumming, I am all for it.
Yeah, just to get doing it, right?
Absolutely.
So that was a hell of an answer. Like, great depth to that. So thank you for sharing all that.
My pleasure. I can be serious.
I see that. So, like, you definitely nailed the. I was going to ask, what age did you really get into it? So I want to kind of circle back to that for Keith. Like, you had mentioned you got into it, but we didn't really touch like when you got into it and what came first. Was it guitar? Was it writing? Was it singing?
So, man, I tried to pick up the guitar so many times. It was just heavy, but no. I couldn't quite get it, and it was just frustrating, and I just stopped. And then I really wanted to do it, and I would like write lyrics and stuff like that for nothing, for stuff in my head or whatever. Mm-hmm. But I couldn't get it out on that. So me and another friend were like, hey, we really want to do this. And I was like, well, I can't do anything. He's like, well, you can sing. And I was like, okay, we'll try it. So yeah, that was like the first band. We just cover stuff in my friend's attic, and that's pretty much it. I didn't really get like full on, that nothing took off or anything until we started the SEMO story, which basically was me joining this band that lost their singer, with Andrew and Caleb, our old bassist, and then another guy, and then Andrew kind of had his own thing going on, so he dropped out, and we were like, hey, let's form another band. And I had, like, songs written, and I had the name, The Cinema Story, and they really liked that. And so that's where The Cinema Story came from.
Cool.
And then, members and changes since then. I think that was 2013, so I was a little older when I started, but, like, really into it. But, yeah, finally found the guys to play with, I think,
Awesome. It seems like it. It definitely seems like it.
Yeah.
And, I'm not going to lie to you. I had no idea you could sing until you got on stage with Stars Go Out here at the Underground. And I was like, oh, damn, Keith's got some pipes.
I like to think so. Yeah, all right. But yeah, it was Brennan and I really, really clicked when we were like, me and the other guy at the time, I'm just going to say that way. But me and the other guy were like, we're going to record this album, and we need somebody to drum it. He could do it, but then he was like, hey, this guy. And so he came over to practice with us one time, and we're like, fuck, he's got to do it. So,
all right.
And then he just really clicked, and then Andrew really does too. Like, we write really well together, and, we've done our harm.
Yeah, and then seeing you two on stage for the acoustic show was really cool. Like, you guys killed it.
We just have a really good, like us three, just have a really good vibe together. And Paul, who moved to Florida, so he was our bassist for a while. But we all really clicked, so it was really good for a while.
Awesome.
So I'm excited to be back.
Cool. So one more question before we get to the fun part that everybody gets to see. We mentioned you've got like a light side album, a dark side album coming. I'm not going to ask for like specific song or anything, but in general, is there like a certain place that you're coming from when you're writing, or is it you just how you're feeling at a moment, or what?
I think it's all different. So I even look at the summer EP compared to the other one. Like, lyrically, they're not really different. Like, one's not happy at all or anything. It's just musically it's different.
Yeah, if you just listen to the instrumentals, just the kind of vibe and energy they can get from some of the songs that will be on summer, as opposed to the one that will be on winter. If it didn't have lyrics and you just had to pay attention to the instrumental, you would feel more of a serious or a less happy tone with some of the songs that are on winter. But like Keith said, lyrically, it could be all over the place. One song could be very serious. One song could be saying like, "Hey, I'm better now," and then the other one could be depression. And
I think
really,
one of the songs that we're going to release on the summer one is super depressing, but like it doesn't really sound that way. Again, it's kind of on that, but and Brennan's done a lot of the. So I wrote the first album that we put out. Really did everything. I didn't write the drums, but I wrote those songs, and then half of the second one because Andrew had some songs, and then Brennan wrote his first song on there. Then we bring out the new ones where Andrew's got some, I've got some, and then Brennan's got some, which has been really cool. So there's not any sort of theme or anything to really our songs. It's just whoever's feeling at that moment and whatever like sounds good. I think you can go through it and you can see a lot of different feelings throughout the different records and what I was going through or Brennan or whatever. Like you don't necessarily know whose songs are whose. So it's kind of hard to put it together, but I hope that makes sense.
No, it does, because sometimes you've got a band where the only person that's writing is the vocalist or something like that. So to have at least two people writing, it's kind of cool to get the different perspectives, even on the same like type of topic. You can still get completely different vibes off of it and go a completely different direction.
Yeah. Well, I think if you knew, you could probably pick out which songs are Andrew's, which songs are Brennan's, and which songs are mine. But
so you literally, all three of you are writing.
We all have songs on.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Like each of us have written full songs, start to finish.
Yep. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So that helps us out a lot too, right? So it's not like, because I have my other project on Swinging where I'm just writing for that, and like I'm the only one, which was what I needed to kind of, because I like to have a lot of control there. But that helped me step back and let Brennan do some writing, and then I've always loved Andrew's writing, so that wasn't a problem. But yeah, there's three different elements that come to it that just really make it easier, and we're not like trying to pump out an album because I'm the only one writing the lyrics, or he's the only one, he's just.
It takes a lot of pressure off.
So for sure. I think that's been great. So. I'm excited for the different sound, because I feel like that sets us apart. Because I don't think we really sound like anybody, right? I think we have our own style, like he was saying and looking for. You could throw us in a genre, or hey, that fit that bill. But I don't think really it's much similar, and I think that's a big reason why.
Awesome.
I think, to be unbiased, I could agree with that, saying that when people listen to us for the first time, especially with our newer stuff, they won't be able to tie us down to say, okay, I think like 90% of their influence is from, like, they're trying to be like these guys. Like, they're trying too hard to be like these guys, And I think that's a big key for modern songwriting, to where, again, just try to, it's like how every human on earth has their own personality. No two humans are perfect, so.
Hold on. Damn.
Pardon me?
Well, he said no two.
Oh, no two. Yeah, there's not another one.
There it is, right
Just
there.
me.
There you go.
Keith is the only perfect person walking this earth.
Thank you,
Andrew
guys.
says hoping to open for Papa Roach this summer.
Oh,
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was
Andrew.
Andrew the Baylor Booyer.
Andrew the Baylor Booyer.
Poor
Yeah.
guy.
Since Chris Fired is not up against a microphone, you're going to need to repeat what he said.
Oh, hoping to open for
Papa Roach.
Papa Roach. Is that an actual serious statement? Keith is shaking his head.
Okay.
He wouldn't be able to do it either.
Yeah, I see a lot of
Yeah, something's coming on.
activity, so I didn't know if
Yeah.
we have a comment monitor in case anybody is asking
I
questions.
am the comment monitor.
Comment monitor. Okay. Any more?
Get a mic next
Are there
time.
any more? Well, there's a mic right there.
Yeah, I mean,
Chris Fired.
Yeah, we're good.
we're good?
Yeah, there's nothing else.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
Is that mic on?
No, I mean, it could be, but it's not at the moment. I mean, at this point, I'm getting ready to ask like one other question and turn it over. So, and I mean, hell, the one question I'm going to ask leads into turning it over. So,
Well,
I mean, I know it's just going to be you, Keith, doing the guitar and vocals, and Brendan's going to be here looking pretty.
I may do harmonies.
Yeah.
Okay, cool,
I may,
cool.
May.
If he feels like
He's
it.
gonna try.
There's some songs that he may play that I
He doesn't
still
know
don't
what
know
I'm
the
gonna play.
lyrics.
I don't
Okay.
even know what I'm gonna play, to be honest.
You gave me
Really?
a set list? You gave me a set list, yo.
I told you I'd probably play these two, but I couldn't.
Well,
play it.
if you are going to do harmonies, then I'll move my mic over because we're going to have this one set for the guitar.
I was thinking that, yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good idea.
Yeah, it's no big deal. So, I mean, like, we're getting ready to go into it. Like, Keith, you got like 20 seconds. You
I'm
know what it
good.
is?
I'm good.
Yeah.
All right,
come
so-
on. Didn't you send me a set list? Didn't you practice, dummy?
I played when I got here.
There you go. Practice. Yeah, it's practice.
Hey, I learned from Andrew.
And by not showing up, yeah.
Yeah, I figured he'd like that.
All right, so I want to say again, sponsored by Park Hills Underground and KL Media and Entertainment. What's that, Keith?
I thought you had a question.
Well, the question was, what are you going to sing?
Oh, heart for a pen.
What was it?
Heart for a pen.
Heart for a pen?
A heart for a pen. Yeah.
Okay, I thought you almost said Hartford Pen. So it's a
heart pen. No, it's a heart for a pen.
Okay. So, so again, like I just said, thank you again, Park Hills Underground. I'll say this again when Keith and Brendan are done here, but we couldn't do this without everybody here letting us use this studio, and again, Alan Smith coming in here and dedicating some of his time to help us get this set up.
Yeah.
So, I mean, hey, you could have told me to go, do something to myself in the background, but you didn't. You said I got you.
Yeah.
And
He
so
said
thank
that,
you.
And then he said, "I got you."
That's accurate, probably.
And yeah, I got to shamelessly plug my company, KL Media and Entertainment. So at this time, we're gonna move some mics around to get the guitar set up. So I'll be dropping volumes on everything except Keith, and we'll get that adjusted. And Keith grabbed the guitar, and we'll get to hear "A Heart for a Pen" from the Cinema Story, the acoustic version here. Give us just one moment.
Okay.
How dare you? How dare I? How dare you?
How dare you?
All right, so.
You need to get out of your way. Maybe. Get out of your way.
Say you're sorry.
Now I got
Play some Taylor Swift.
I got
Sure.
the mic turned up for your guitar.
Brendan, here, do you have a camera?
Without Andrew, I don't want to do it.
You Brendan camera?
Should be good there.
Brady can do shit.
Keith, I'm going to move your level up here just a little bit.
Okay.
So that way you've got
Here?
more room to play.
This one?
Yeah.
Woo!
All right. And then Brendan, give me a sound check.
Yo, check 1, 2. El libro está en la caja, mi cago de puta madre, cabrón, y tu mamá dicho, cabrón.
Kyle, bring his guitar down.
The thread. It's
Ah,
got,
Keith,
got
it's-
tight.
Wow.
Oh, there you go. You just got this very strong pause.
It's still not working.
We can unplug it and then screw it, maybe. That works, buddy.
Chicka chicka chew.
That sounds good.
Oh, we ready?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What are you playing, Keith? What are you playing?
I'm gonna play Heart for a Pen.
Oh my god, okay, let's do
Oh
it.
my goodness.
I
This
may
guy's-
or may not remember lyrics, so yeah.
Let's get the part where I say that I will write you, cause I know how I need you in my life. I know it's hard with everything that you've got going on, but please try and promise me when you get where you're going to be, or once before you leave. Remember when we drove all night, we couldn't find our point, we just kept driving on. And there may be ocean between us, but it never break us, 'cause you'll always be my everything. Remember, there's nothing left for me here in this town. Once you get on that plane, we're driving down the road, you tell me it's not working out. Gotta let you know somehow, but promise me when you get where you're going to be, or once before you leave. Remember when we drove all night, we couldn't find our point, we just kept driving on. And there may be an ocean between us, but it'll never break us, 'cause you'll always be my everything. Remember when we drove all night, we couldn't find our point, we just kept driving on. And there may be an ocean between us, but it'll never break us, 'cause you'll always be my everything. Remember, outside your house all night if I have to, playing this song for you. I'll stand outside your house all night if I have to, playing this song for you. I'll stand outside your house all night if I have to, playing this song. So you remember when we drove all night, we couldn't find our point, we just kept driving on. And there may be an ocean between us, but it'll never break us, 'cause you'll always be my everything. So let's just drive all night, we'll never have to go back, we'll just keep driving on. And there may be ocean between us, but it'll never break us before you'll always be my everything. I'll stand outside your house all night if I have to, playing this song for you. Everything, remember. Thanks, guys.
Guys, dude, that was awesome. It looks like channel 2 was actually getting muted, but thankfully we had 3 microphones going, so the guitar was definitely still heard. But I don't know what happened there.
Did you meet Brennan? I would have done that.
Probably. We're going to blame him for it anyway.
What did I do?
But
Great.
I don't know.
no, that was honestly, that was freaking great. Like when you came in, I didn't expect, you're like, I don't know if I know the lyrics.
No, I thought he was blaming me for something just then.
Oh, no.
Did you say Brennan for something?
I said I'm blaming you for something.
What did I do?
For the board muting itself.
What did I do?
I don't know. We just had something weird, like it was getting weird feedback. But thank you guys.
You're welcome.
Brennan,
Thank you for
Keith.
having us.
the cinema story,
Go
minus Andrew because he wasn't here.
Yeah, stream some stuff.
But
Keep on the lookout.
look out for all the music they're going to come up with here over the next
Music
year.
videos coming out soon.
Music videos.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're
big time.
official.
Music
Official.
videos. Yeah, it's been a while since we did that. That was 2020, right before COVID.
Yeah, you can have your mic back.
That's wild, right?
Unless you want to play another song, Keith.
I mean, if you guys absolutely want to.
Do you have another
I'm
song?
gonna be
I
cool.
want you. I've got a whole album.
Breathe easy.
You do Breathe Easy?
Do you know
Yeah,
Breathe Easy?
that
It's
ain't
still on
my
guitar.
Do you know Breathe Easy?
I think I know the lyrics.
Well, this is a nice surprise. I was honestly expecting just one. And
do you still know it on guitar?
We're going to get a second one here.
Are we gonna get a second one? I don't know. You know? Okay. Sounds like you know it.
I wrote it.
Oh,
I
okay.
wrote it.
I guess we're playing.
Starting off and I'll say I'm sorry. I never know how to come in on this. It's this way. It's weird when it's not electric, you know? When I don't mean a word, I just said, except the fact that I wish it was worse. But breathe easy, cause it looks like you'll be okay. You got this one?
I'll try. But breathe easy, cause everything will be okay for you and me.
Just don't mind me, I'm just here to watch your world fall down. It's a time in which it happened not so long ago. And I'll be waiting patiently, I won't hold my breath. I'll be out to pay for everything. Burned so many bridges, leaving so many ashes, with nothing to walk across.
Nothing to walk across.
The other side we're waving, we're just watching and waiting for you to take the fall. But breathe easy, cause it looks like you'll be okay.
Gonna breathe easy, cause everything will be okay. From half for you.
Just don't mind me, I'm just here to watch your world fall down. It's a time in which it happened not so long ago. And I'll be waiting patiently, I won't hold my breath, cause you'll never have to pay for everything. Just don't mind me, I'm just here to watch your world fall down. It's a time in which it happened oh so long ago. And I'll be waiting patiently, I won't hold my breath, cause you never have to pay for anything. right, sorry about that one.
No, that's all good. That's all good, man. Dude, you guys are awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you again for being here.
I appreciate you having us. Thanks for making us number two.
Number two.
choice.
Well, Michael was the first one I talked to, man.
No, it's fine that we were number two.
Yeah, I mean, we've
Ain't
got
first or last. No, I'm just kidding.
If you ain't first, you're last.
No, I
You can
appreciate
be
you having
second,
us.
third, fourth, fifth.
Yeah, well, how's how when I say that? No, appreciate you having us, Kyle.
Hey,
It's a
no,
lot of fun.
absolutely, man.
Oh, hello? Hello? Am I down? Oh, now I'm up.
Yeah,
Okay.
you were down. I had to turn it. We were having some clipping issues. That's what was going on. It was
Yeah,
me,
he's
so.
really loud.
Yeah. I don't like loud things because, you know,
You need to be the loudest.
no, loud things make me go haywire. They got a
Oh,
word
okay.
for that, but I'm apparently not allowed to say it.
I mean, if you have it, you can say it.
Oh, is that it? Is that the pass?
No.
Is that the pass?
No. Let's not do
Yeah.
those waters.
Anyway, we made it this far. Let's not derail it now.
Can I say the last four letters?
We're hoping for no, please don't at this point. We're hoping for episode 3 coming up. We'll have that scheduled. But again, this is the cinema story. 2/3 of it. We got Keith here,
66%.
Brennan. Appreciate you guys again. One more shout out for the Underground. Thank you for having us. Thanks for sponsoring this. And shameless plug for my company, KO Media and Entertainment. We got plenty more to
We will
go.
be here the 26th of April.
The 26th of April.
Yeah, full band. We've got a couple guys filling in, so we'll be like full.
We'll be
Full.
a five-piece for the show.
5 piece for the
Wow.
Yeah.
All
It's the
right.
most that we've had since before COVID. Honestly, we've been
show. Yeah.
our last handful of shows before COVID. We were a 3-piece for the longest time. So this will be the first time in a while that we've had 5.
It'll be a lot of fun. We're a lot more fun to see electric.
Yes.
I believe that. I mean, I love the vibe, acoustic, but just electric, everything. The whole vibe's completely different too. So,
Yeah.
April 26th at Park Hills Underground
What time do
Cinema
doors
Story.
open? What time do
Vin
doors?
Diesel,
with Ben Diesel.
Alice on Fire, and Hours to Midnight.
Vin Diesel is coming here. He's
Ben, B-E-N.
Ben's
Vin.
brother.
Vin. Vin
Ben's
himself.
brother, Ben.
Yeah.
What time is what time are doors opening for the show?
No clue. I
7.
never know these things.
7,
7,
Oh, yeah,
and the
he
show
knows.
starts
Alan knows.
at
8.
8.
8.
Yeah,
8.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Right?
So,
$10
again,
admission.
$10 at the door. That goes to help, the Underground keep doing their thing. And it also goes to, help the band also.
We'll try.
But well, I'm just gonna wrap it up now. I can't believe it actually went this long, so that's
That's what she said.
kind of cool.
Oh,
Probably a few times, but
Every
again,
time.
How long have we been
Every
going?
time.
How long have we been going?
we're in an hour, bro.
Already?
Yeah.
Feels like 30 minutes.
Well, you haven't been here for an hour.
You've been here for
Oh, yeah.
47 minutes.
Wow, so exact.
I have no idea. But again, Cinema Story, check them out. April 26th at Park Hills Underground, where we're doing this right now. Thanks
there?
again. Yeah, on the stage, not in the studio.
Yeah, we're all
That'd
going to be
be
playing
cool.
in here.
That would be kind of neat.
That'd be
It
super
would.
packed.
It'd be
I'd love
very
that.
hard.
Yeah, it'd be very close and intimate.
Right there.
Yeah.
It'd be great.
But
So yeah, give our new Facebook account a like.
Yes.
Our old one.
We got the
I will
TikToks
be.
and stuff, too.
You got the TikTok too.
We
as
have-
long as it's still here in America.
What's our handle for TikTok?
Why would I know?
Because
that?
you made the fucking account,
I don't know. Probably Cinema Story Rock, if I were to guess.
and that is also
That's our tweeter.
And I will also be tagging the Facebook, and I'll find the handle for your
that'd be
TikTok.
Quit
Hell, dude.
cat.
All right, there you go.
I wasn't done talking.
I had more stuff to I had more stuff to promote. Instagram is at the Cinema Story, all one word, lowercase.
All right, we will definitely be promoting at the Cinema Story on Instagram. Wow, I almost forgot how to English.
It happens.
And I'll be promoting the Facebook as well. The Cinema Story, check them out. You'll be able to see this live pinned to my page. You'll see it on the KO Media page. Hopefully you see it on the Cinema Story page.
Oh, you will. You will.
And then we'll be seeing, I'll be making some reels out of it. So, we get, straight to the music.
Straight
And,
on till
that's-
morning. Yeah.
There you go.
Check out our AOL and
What's your ASL?
Oh, we have a merch store too.
yeah, we have a merch store.
What's the
AOL.
next story?
I
AOL.com
don't know.
/
It's linked though. It's linked on the Facebook.
It is linked.
All right. So if you check out the Facebook page, you can go and buy their stuff too.
Yeah.
Plenty of music coming out. Once again, we're going to wrap it up here. Thanks again, guys. Park Hills Underground. This was awesome, man. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye.